And one of the biggest issues of this campaign at the state and national level is terrorism. Each Sunday night, we'll be looking at some of the issues affecting this campaign. Tonight, WMUR political reporter Adam Sexton looks at the importance of fighting terrorism.
In New Hampshire, the fight against ISIS is personal. James Foley, who grew up in Wolfboro, was murdered in a gruesome propaganda video in August 2014. He gave his life trying to bring to light the suffering of war-torn countries. News 9 spoke with him in 2011 after his return from being held hostage in Libya. His focus always on the people in his stories, yearning for peace and freedom.
They want to be able to say, what if I don't like my leader? Could I say that, and not get arrested?
Since Foley's death, ISIS has inspired attacks within the United States, most notably in San Bernardino and Orlando.
We can't allow ISIS to have a safe haven. It's a cancer. As an organization, it has to be eradicated.
Retired Army Green Beret Jim Steiner of Concord says as long as the ISIS power structure has a place it can call home, it will continue to radicalize and influence disaffected individuals inside the U.S. to attack.
Unfortunately, they get their 15 minutes of fame. But do they get anything more than that? No, they don't. The organization, on the other hand, is able to play it up in a big way.
Social media and the so-called dark web of private internet pages give ISIS a global platform.
Can't shut them down. When you shut down one of their Twitter feeds or their sites, they pop up another one.
Cybersecurity expert Gary Malefsky of Snoopwall in Nashua says it's time to stop thinking of ISIS-linked domestic attacks as the work of lone wolf terrorists.
You're not a lone wolf anymore when you have that long-distance relationship to ISIS. And that's what we have to take seriously, that their communication is louder than ours.
But how to identify the next terrorist before they attack? After San Bernardino, federal law enforcement officials demanded Apple design a key to break into the attacker's iPhone. The tech world circled the wagons, saying compromising encryption on American products would hurt, not help, national security.
Guess who else gets those keys the next day? North Korean cyber army, the Chinese government who wants to eavesdrop on everybody, the Russian government. So weakening encryption is not the answer.
At UNH Law School, experts in constitutional law say it's easy to talk about ways to identify and detain suspected terrorists, but when it comes to bringing that policy into reality, it usually means oppression.
The instinct to see, can we identify these people better earlier on? It's a good instinct, but boy, it's fraught with big problems. For every one person who you correctly identify, you are going to put 100 or more people, 1,000 or more people through a process that's not fair.
Jim Steiner says the answer is respecting constitutional rights at home and using special forces that can destroy ISIS while leaving a light cultural bootprint that inspires friendship rather than a new generation of terrorists.
Special forces go in, they eat the food that the community eats. They don't bring Burger King to Kabul, Afghanistan. There's something significant in that difference in the approach.
Adam Sexton, WMUR, News 9.